Hey everyone, Editor Yonashi here. I'm just letting you all know that there's a good number of cuts in this episode where there were just certain conversations that really aren't meant for YouTube that I had to remove to really fit this into the YouTube algorithm and whatnot. If you want to get involved in these conversations, be sure to join the live streams over on twitch.tv/Ben Creighton every Saturday at 9 a.m. U.S. Central Time. Come on by, have these great conversations with us. That said, unfortunately, with how I had to make the cuts, there are a couple dialogue lines that are cut off just slightly. I did my best to edit them in a way that it wasn't really obtrusive, and then you still got the gist of it with some basic fades, some dissolves, and a little bit of minor compositing. You really aren't missing anything. I just wanted to let you all know about it in advance. So, again, be sure to come by the streams every Saturday at 9 a.m. U.S. Central Time, or join the Discord to get notified when Ben goes live.
Need help pounding your enemies? You can call Poundmates for a fee from your smartphone via etc. from the battle menu. The roster will grow as you progress through the main story or clear sub-stories. Each Poundmate has a powerful ability at a premium cost and are ranked by increasing order of bronze, silver, or gold, with each tier being more powerful and more costly. Okay, some might not be able to help out at night. Interesting. The reboot is sadly why the company went under. Yeah, and they were always, it felt like they were kind of perpetually on the edge. IOI, the Hitman devs, are another one that it's like, are you okay? Is everything good? Because you have, it feels like you have just barely managed to sort of stay afloat through so many buyouts and changes and yeah, not even really Espers. Like Espers would be the Final Fantasy VI parallel, but Espers had like the thing where you were equipping them on characters and learning spells and gaining stats. This is really also it seems like in this one. And I don't know. I don't know if only Ishii can do it or if other characters can do it too. But it seems like the summons in this game are party member agnostic, which is kind of cool. That's kind of a cool way to do it. Hold on. I see that that's the next place, but there's a dialogue here.
Hand it over already.
What's going on?
I'm saying hey.
Oh, yeah. What were they called in Aeons? Aeons in Final Fantasy X. Yeah. And even then, like in most Final Fantasy games, there will be a summoner class like Yuna, Rydia, Eidolon's in 9 with, what's her fuck? Garnet and the little girl, Aiko, were both summoners. Yeah, and they'll often, but not always, kind of cross over the summoner class with a white mage class. And yeah, in this one, it seems, I don't know, we'll see how it goes, but it seems like summons are more an ability that, well, we'll see. I shouldn't talk, because I don't actually know yet.
Lose some teeth?
No, please! My baby's waiting for me!
Like I give a shit.
Oh man, is there a baby formula shortage in fucking... Well, yeah, because this would have been... Yeah, did the baby formula shortage, did that start before COVID? Am I remembering that right? Because there was like a thing where a bunch of big batches got tainted, and so baby formula got really fucking expensive for a while, and it was kind of fucked up. Like, people are trying to feed their goddamn babies. Do not price gouge them, you assholes. Some things are too important to be governed by supply and demand capitalism. Fuck you. Yeah, I don't remember 9 that well, Retro Gunner. I'll take your word for that. I've only played it a couple of times.
Right now.
This is absurd. Why would the Yakuza need baby formula?
They're shaking the guy down for...
I feel like that was probably a Nestle thing. I'm pretty sure Nestle was involved just because if there is corporate evil that has to do with food, Nestle is probably involved because fuck those people. It was right after COVID, because 2020 every single Republican voted against subsidizing formula to make it cheaper. That sounds right. So okay, yeah. So this plot is not related to that, probably then.
Baby formula.
Baby, don't cry.
I don't know what the hell's going on here, but it looks like he might need some help.
Help out.
All right, guess I'll give him a hand. Hey.
Hey.
Not sure what the deal is over here? That formula's his, right?
Huh? Who the hell are you? You his buddy or something?
Yeah, or something.
Never met the guy. Just passing through.
Shit. Okay, fine. We'll take it by force.
Yeah. Let's fight this Nestle-looking motherfucker. Nestle in Yakuza form.
Get alive.
Yeah. 1 level 13. Yeah, we can take this fucker. I don't need to burn an EMP on his dopey ass. In fact, I'm gonna come out of this battle ahead because of Nanba's dope MP stealing ability. Like, I live in a good place and my water isn't safe to drink on its own. I have to buy bottled water. Yeah.
Yo.
Hey, you okay?
Hi.
Thank you. You're very kind. To think you'd even...
Hey, what's wrong? Don't go crying on me.
Sorry for breaking down like that. It's been a while since someone's been so kind to me, so it really hit home.
Nah, don't sweat it. I'm Kasuga. It's what I fucking do, man.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Oh, thank you for saving me. Masato Oshima.
Nah, I wasn't about to leave you hanging.
I'd like to give you a little something as thanks, but all I have is this baby formula. I'm not taking this motherfucker's baby formula.
Baby formula? That for your kid?
Yes, I'm a newly minted father of a son. He's a cute little guy, too. But there's all sorts of things you need when you have a kid, and I figured I should start saving up for the future. So I've been working my butt off day and night.
Yeah? Well, I'm single, so I don't know much about all that. But don't overwork yourself. Won't do you much good if you're dead.
Kind of you to say so, Kasuga-san. My wife would never say something like that. I was afraid this guy would turn out to be a henpecked husband type. That's a trope that bugs me. Not because they don't exist, but it's just, I don't know. It's very seldom done well as a trope.
Your wife?
Yes, she's been pretty cold to me lately. I'll come home from a long shift and she won't even say hi. We kill... Oh, damn, Survivor. That's a deep cut. Survivor with the fucking deep cuts. Hot damn. Oh, man. I forget that Sean exists sometimes. She used to be so sweet to me. She even did all the cooking and cleaning and what have you. But lately she's been having me do the housework. I'll tell her I'm really tired from work, but all I get is, you have no idea how hard it is to raise a child. She's always blowing a fuse. I don't understand. We should be in sync when it comes to our kid, right? I just want my son to be happy.
Sounds like he could use some advice.
Sounds like maybe you're not the person, though, I was hoping to be able to dodge this. Yes, exactly, Dark Snowman. That's been the random bullshit we've been chatting about. Sounds like you could use some advice. How about getting some rest, have a heart-to-heart with your wife, or divorce her? I was hoping to get out of this without having to actually commit myself to giving any particular advice. But he does need to get some rest. I mean, just regardless. Based on what he has said, going straight to divorce her, I am not Reddit. I am not Reddit, so I'm not going to leap straight to that. Have a heart-to-heart with your wife is the cliche advice. It's also very safe advice, because it may not help, but it can't hurt. Having a more formal sit down, hey, the way this is not just like, I'm so tired. Well, fuck you, I'm tired too. But having a more formal sit down, get a babysitter. Try to find a time where neither of you is actively more tired than usual at the moment, and have a sit-down conversation about, hey, what's happening right now? The way this is going down, this is not working for me. What can we do to change it? That is either going to result in some kind of change, and that change might not wind up being enough for you. Or it's an experiment, basically. Either it results in some kind of change, hopefully in a positive direction, or it reveals that talking is not going to solve the problem, and that then more drastic options might need to be considered. It opens the box and shows the cat. Exactly. Collapse some fucking waveforms, my dude. Observe whether the cat that is your marriage is dead or alive, because right now, it is Schrodinger's marriage. Because the newborn thing, that's a rough time. That's a rough time, but it is not the only rough time in a marriage. It is often the first rough time in a marriage, I think. But again, that's just the opinion of a man in his 40s who's never been married. And never had kids of his own.
Hey.
It's important to work hard, but has your wife ever said she wants you to do that?
Actually, you know, that is actually really fucking insightful from Ishii. That is really insightful. Like, yeah, it's worth interrogating. Is this expectation hers? Is it externally imposed, or is that something you're putting on yourself? Oh, I hadn't even considered that. I mean, entirely possible that it's like, no, this heartless bitch expects me to work 80 hours a day and bring home the bacon, and I don't even get to eat the bacon. It's my bacon. I paid for the bacon. I come home bacon eaten, not my bacon. But maybe, just maybe, she would be happy for you to bring in a little less money and have the energy to help around the house more. Entirely possible. It's possible that she might be interested in like, I don't know what their economic situation is. Maybe they just straight up can't afford to do that. Possible that she might be amenable to something. So the fault is capitalism. Always, Dark Snowman. Always. Welcome to the channel. Possible that she would be amenable to squaring that circle if you straight up cannot afford to work less. Possible there might be some sort of part-time work that she could pick up to make up the difference. Possible. You know, some people, doing just one thing all the time is not how they are wired. So although she might legit enjoy child rearing and housekeeping to a certain point, maybe she is just over that ceiling and it just needs to be brought down, not to zero, but a bit. And a little more variety in what she is bringing to the household, for example, by picking up some kind of freelance work or part-time work, might, even though her total level of effort, energy expended is not really coming down, just the variety itself could help her mood. Or maybe, I'm just throwing this out there, it's not always the solution, but let's get real. For me, if I'm feeling out of sorts, it is often the solution. Maybe it's my advice. But what do I know? Childless man in his 40s. Huh? No, I guess I've never asked. Still, you've got to have money, right?
Yeah, of course. I imagine having a baby's pretty tough. I mean, his whole future's in your hands, and he can't even understand what you're saying yet. Sure, work can be tough, but I'll bet there's some kind of emotional struggle going on, too.
Emotional struggle?
Yeah, being a parent's a huge responsibility. Shouldering that responsibility by yourself's probably a lot. Kindness goes up, yes! I'm sure you'd want someone who'll listen. Safe to say your wife wants that from you.
Yeah, you know. Part of the problem might be that you're making it a fucking competition. I'm tired. No, I'm tireder. Sometimes it can be, I'm tired. Hey, babe, that sucks. I'm tired too. Let's be tired together.
Just like how you came to me for advice yourself.
You're really something, Kasuga-san. For a single guy, you sure know a lot about parenting.
Yeah, well, I never had parents. I was born in a massage parlor, so I was raised by the staff there.
It takes a village, or sometimes a brothel. A brothel is a kind of village with lots of fucking. And really, so what we're learning is that Kasuga grew up so healthy and well-adjusted and with such a big heart because he was surrounded by love and sex. More sex in the household. It could solve a lot of problems.
As I got older, I learned about all the people who took care of me. Changed my diapers or whatever. Maybe it's thanks to them.
The family that fucks together stays together. Word to the wise. Fucking, it's not just good for starting a family. Is that right? To have been born at a massage parlor. I guess people can come from just about anywhere. The idea of facing my wife, though, just the thought alone scares me. Wah, wah. Wah. I say, wah. Baby, don't cry. You hear that? Could it be? It's coming from in here. You think it's just like you, Kasuga-san?
There's no way.
Birthing a child in a place without the proper care is dangerous. We should step in and help.
Sure, but what the hell are we gonna do besides get in the way? Good.
That's a good Kasuga. That's a good Ichiban. It's good. It's good. This is good. Think before you act. Por favor. Oh, good point. I know. Let's make this baby formula and bring it to them. We don't know if the baby can drink their mother's milk yet.
That means we're gonna need some hot water.
Oh, and once the water cools off a little, we might even be able to help wash the baby. Think you can handle the water, Kasuga-san? As for me, I think there were some towels left over at my work, so I'll go grab those. Dude, you heard a baby crying. I mean, that's not... Babies cry, man. I don't know, dude. Not feeling this one so much.
Where am I supposed to get hot water?
How do you know that they don't have hot water in wherever that place is? Also, wait a minute. The billboard says baby don't cry and then a phone number. Could this be a daycare? Like, what kind of business is this that the crying is coming out of? These 40-year-old men are just going to walk in and terrify some new mother. Entirely possible. Don't like where this is going. Let's meet back up here. I'm leaving it to you, Kasuga-san.
Hey, I feel like I got the short end of the stick here. Okay, hot water. Right. Could try a cafe.